drummer on the planet. You know, and I was very versatile. You know, I could play rock and bebop and straight ahead and fusion and complicated music, and I could play calypso and soca. I used to play in a wedding band, so I knew top 40, and I could play Latin jazz. I could play Brazilian music pretty well. You know, and I was making an effort to play everything in a very authentic way. You know, but then after a while, I was like, okay, I love all this. I love music in general, so I'm very happy playing any kind of music. But what do I love the most? You know, and the answer was jazz, improvised music, challenging music, music where you have to think a little more. And what can I do without? Well, I can do without this, and I can do without this, and without this, and all of a sudden, your vision goes from this to this. So what's in front of you? Okay, this is jazz, and this is what I love, and you know, these are the musicians that I love, and I want to learn all their music. And one thing that I did is that, for example, when I started playing with this guy Danilo Perez, I learned all his music before I even met him. You know, I knew his music, and then I met him, and I started studying with him, and he realized I knew all his music already, and he started training me without him even knowing that he was training me, you know, because he was just my teacher at the New England Conservatory. And then one day his drummer couldn't do a couple of gigs, and I knew everything about his music already, so I was the obvious choice. So if your career is going to depend on a bunch of different choices that you're going to be making every day. And what you have to be really aware of is that if you make a fool out of yourself today on a gig, then maybe tomorrow it's going to be harder for somebody to call you. But if you really do a great job and you memorized all the music and you were, you know, super ready for the situation, then people are going to talk. You know, they're going to say, man, this guy killed it. It was great. Call him. And you know, after I started playing with Danilo, then I started playing with you know, David Samchez, Paquito de Rivera, and then Pat. I started playing with him, and then I was doing such a good job with him that he recommended me to Michael Brecker and to Gary Burton. Then Chick Corea saw me, and then you know, we played together too. And you know, it's like a snowball that starts rolling. So, but you always have to be doing the best job you can, you know. And people say, oh well, you're so lucky. Yeah, of course I'm lucky, but luck is a combination of preparation, you know, and looking for something, you know. If you can be very prepared, but if you're at home by yourself and you're not going out on the street and, you know, making yourself available, then nothing's going to happen. The same thing, if you're out in the street making yourself available, but you don't have what it takes, then it's not going to happen either. So it has to be a combination of both all the time. So it's no secret, you just have to keep at it. But a lot of people, like for example, I'll do